So, who are you? Or you too?
So my name's Adam,
I'm Brad Livingston.
and we have a YouTube show called Arcane Travels. We're traveling around Europe doing cool stuff that most Americans wouldn't normally do, and that is why we're here at the Helsinki Sauna Festival.
Is this your first destination or have you been somewhere else before?
So we started in New York, and after that we went to Iceland. In Iceland we went around, we saw waterfalls, we saw volcanoes, and then we went to Copenhagen where we did the Distortion Festival. We actually had media passes there to film that, show how exciting it was. Now we're here. We have, what, like 6 more countries to go to before we're done with the current itinerary?
Yeah.
Do you have some kind of bucket list or something like what you have to do, or do you just go to a country and see what it has to offer?
Well, I think our bucket list is to go to every country except for Syria.
I've been,
Go to
yeah.
Syria. I would be back in like Paris in like a nice hotel, like Skyping in, like, hey, how's Syria?
Are you okay?
Yeah, and now we're gonna go to Syria. Here's Brad.
Yeah, I've made it to about 40 countries and he's been to over 30, so we're on a pretty good run right now to hit as many as we can.
So it was arcane travels.
Arcane.
What's the term arcane doing there? Is it like something esoteric or?
Yeah, it is. It's very esoteric. That's a good word. I'm surprised you know it. So arcane actually is very similar to the word esoteric. It means something not well known or mysterious. Arcane, and then travels. That's how you spell it. So the goal is to show people places that they wouldn't normally know. Like, I mean, Americans don't even know that Finland is a country half the time. Like,
No offense.
So yeah, no offense. Like, they're just stupid. More offense to them. Yeah.
How long has your travel been, and how long do you plan it to be?
Well, he's been traveling for 15 months. I've been traveling and doing YouTube stuff for about 7 months, yeah. So, and we just joined teams like 3 months ago, and now we're gonna be partners for the rest of the trip.
What's the weirdest thing? This doesn't have to include on your journey what you have done, but like in your whole life.
I'm gonna let you go first.
A squirrel fucking a wolf.
Okay. And you?
Okay, so I did the Danish graduation celebration, and when you graduate high school, which is when you're only like 18, everyone jumps in a pool naked. But it was funny because we were at the house of a girl in the class, and her parents, while we were all naked, were just serving us more alcohol and like towels. So that was weird. It was awesome, but it was a little weird. But like, yeah.
If some of the viewers wants to do some kind of arcane or esoteric trip to USA,
Okay.
what would be the destination or thing to do there?
Austin, Texas, without a doubt, because the slogan there is actually keep Austin weird. That's where you'll see what I described, you'll see that in Austin. You'll
Yeah.
see weird stuff there.
I would recommend go to. I guess that's not really esoteric. I would say check out Nashville. I think Nashville, like, yeah, Nashville isn't as famous as like New York, Chicago, LA, but they have crazy nightlife. I don't usually like country, but because in Nashville it's all live, it's a very good atmosphere. You know, I can listen to it there. So yeah.
And you get a real taste of like Americana in Nashville, so you get like the best of both worlds. You get to see what like interior America is really like, and you also see some crazy stuff going on. So yeah, I think that one's a really good one actually.
What's your background? Are you just like we are doing it for the fuck of it, or?
No, so for me, I studied international relations. I speak 9 languages. And so I wanted to work for the U.S. government to be like an ambassador, like you work in an ambassador's office. But I just didn't like, you know, how many rules there were and like all those different things. So I was like, what can I do? I get to travel, I get to use my languages, but I also have my own schedule and I can like make my own, you know, make my own life. And I was like, I'll become a YouTuber. So that's pretty much why I did it.
I was working in finance for 5 years, so you sit in an office like a caged animal, you go slightly insane. So I just quit everything and I traveled for 15 months and decided I want to make that my job. So that's what brought me here.
So what's your future? Are you just going to travel around and just like...
We're going to be the next Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah. We're going to be like young Anthony Bourdains. Yeah, he's like a really famous travel host in Chicago. But yeah, we're going to keep traveling for at least another year. Keep releasing our videos. We're starting to get a good following. Almost at 10,000 followers on Instagram. He's almost at 7,000 on Instagram. And we have 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. So it's growing. And I think by the end of the year, like, we'll have some companies that want to work with us, that will want to pay us. And we're just chasing the American dream, you know?
I have to ask because of the situation, political situation in the US. So are you running away from that? Or?
A little bit. A little bit, yeah. Well, I mean, I think most Americans in the world should probably know it's going to be really fucked up for the next 3 years. It's going to be really weird 3 years, but then after, someone who's not crazy will become president and then it will go back to normal. So, yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen in 3 years. I would not guarantee any of that. But I was actually in Indonesia whenever the election happened, and so I didn't get back to the U.S. for about 4 months after that. It all still felt kind of like a dream. Like nothing was real until you get back on U.S. soil and you're like, yeah, that did happen. I don't know.
Like, Salvador Dali?
Yes, I know.
The moment Trump, I remember the exact moment Trump won the election. It was like 4 in the morning, like 4 a.m. I was watching TV, and it was just like Donald Trump, 45th president of the United States, and it was like a Salvador Dali painting. Like the whole world just went all like blurry and like squiggly, and I think I had like a stroke.
And there was the Simpsons episode where Trump was always...
Yeah, exactly. So the Simpsons tell the future. Yeah.
Do you think Trump will be impeached?
I think there is like a more than 50% chance he will. Yeah.
Technically, legal scholars have already said there's enough evidence to do so, but impeachment is just the process. So even if they do impeach him, it's like impeaching Bill Clinton. It doesn't mean it's going to happen because Republicans still control the Congress, which they're the ones that have to say okay once the impeachment process begins. So I have no idea what's actually going to happen.
Will Zuckerberg be the new president?
No, Zuckerberg is boring. I don't really like him as a celebrity. Actually, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson is seriously, I think he's going to run for president. And like, I think people might vote for him. Like he hasn't.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. I don't know exactly like what like qualifications or like. Yeah, I don't know like what he wants to do, but he's a nice guy, so he might be president in 4 years. You never know.
He may be like Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that Bernie Sanders doesn't die. He's like 74 right now. I don't know, something like that. So if he doesn't die, like he has not said that he won't run. So he may run again. And I think if he runs again, he will definitely win. But if anyone else wins, you never know. Yeah.
What do you guys want to say to the Finnish people? And you can say it to the camera.
Okay, I want to say Finland has some really cool beer. You put a bear on your beer, which I think is very cool. And you guys have awesome people.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. The people here are absolutely amazing. I've loved it so far. We just got here, though. I should probably segue into that. But it has been absolutely incredible. And your English is fantastic, so good job on that. I'm sorry that I don't speak your language very well.
Ei se mitään.
Kiitos.
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 Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Kiitos.
Yeah. Kiitos.